Hi, I'm here. I made it. Oh, I got your message, Elena. You're not on yet. You're too busy writing me back. Let's wait until a few people come on. Hi, Brenda, you made it. And yeah, you have to work, but multitask. You got this. Elena's messaging me. Ha ha ha. We're going to let some people come on. I know people wanted to go over the chips again, and then we're going to make the crab ragoon dip. It looks pretty good. There she is. Hi, Renee, Brenda, Elena. How's everyone doing? Hi, Richard. Hi, Miss Homan. Do that every time I have to. Have to give a shout out to my Miss Homan. So, how's everyone doing? We'll shoot the shit for a minute. The oven is preheating. We're going to do chips. It took me longer because I did 2 packs of lavish bread chips. So I had to cook them. And it took me longer than expected. So I'm late. I'm sorry. As Dan would say, I said 11 o'clock Jersey time. So you should have known it was 12. So as usual, let's give a shout out. Someone comment. I want to make sure they're working. It's no fun when I can't communicate. And today is Sunday. It is 11:55 on December 10th in New Jersey. Let's see. Dude, comment. I'm swiping. I don't see nothing. I'm not going to do it if I don't get comments. There we go. Hi, Renee. Thank you. Mrs. Homan laughed. Hi, Amber. Oh, you like it, Elena? I figured why not? I was feeling frisky. Good morning, Shelly. Brenda, Kathy. All right, we have quite a few people on here. Wow. Wow, that was quick. Pam caught me live. Woo woo! Now look for the notification. Somewhere on your device or tablet or phone, it should say above the like button, notify me when Nicole's live, so that way when I am live, you should get a notification. Check it out. Hi, Amy. All right, we have quite a few people on here. That was quick. So I'm going to show you what I did already. Good morning, Randy. I already made 2 packs of lavish bread chips. That's what took me so long. I was making sure that they were done. So I have my bag here. Some of them are Old Bay, and some of them are sun-dried tomato basil pesto stuff that I found. Well, not pesto, sun-dried tomato basil mix. I found it at Walmart. And I did the other ones in Old Bay because we're making the crab ragoon dip. So it made sense to do Old Bay seasoning on the chips. So that's what we're going to do. I left 1 sheet plain so we can do it together because a lot of people missed the other video. Check the videos. They're in there, I promise. Aloha, Lizzie. Hi, Janet. You made it. All right, guys. So here we go. I'm going to set you down on the crayons. Avery's crayons. I want to make sure you can see those. So I have everything prepped and ready, and the chips took longer, so bear with me here. All right. So here is our lavish bread, and I would show you the pack, but I don't have it anymore. I threw it out. But here's our lavish bread. You can find them at Walmart. They're pretty big. Richard likes them as wraps and also as pizza. I've never made them as pizza. I've really only made them as chips. So instead of doing the olive oil, I kept getting hairs from the brush, and I got the rubber one. That sucked. It didn't work. So we're going to go old school and just use Pam. So you shake up your Pam and give it a good spray. Make sure you get the edges and season it with whatever you want at this point. You can do salt and pepper, you can do salt and vinegar, you can do garlic, you can do Italian seasoning and Parmesan cheese, whatever you want. But since we're making the crab ragoon dip right after this, we're going to roll right in. I'm going to do Old Bay seasoning, and I know a lot of you are out of the U.S. and you might not have access to it, but this is what it looks like, Old Bay seasoning. It's very good with fish and seafood and crab and things like that. You're falling. Okay. So I'm going to sprinkle some of this right on. And it doesn't come out right, so I have to beat it. So let me beat my stuff here for a second. And our oven is ready. Perfect timing. So we sprayed some Pam on our lavish bread. There's some Old Bay seasoning. Now we're going to flip it over. Hey, Nikki! Good morning, Cynthia! I'm seeing everyone. Amber, Diane, Cheryl. Now we're going to spray the other side with Pam. You can use olive oil, but it pissed me off, so I'm using this. It's easier. Give it a good spray. Make sure you get those edges. And some Old Bay. And then we're going to roll right into our crab dip. Joe, I think he's here. A lot of you are new members. The old members, I don't care. You're going to hear me say it again. But Joey runs a small side business out of our home. And he builds fish tanks. He sells saltwater fish. He sells corals. And sometimes during live feeds, we have customers arriving at the house. So when you hear that, that's what it is. Just so you know, you're aware. Where's my pizza cutter? Pizza cutter. Now we're going to cut these babies into chips, and then I'll flip you around and show you. Look at that, 116 people. What's going on, 116 people? How's your Sunday? I'm glad everyone's having a good day. It's sunny here. It did snow, but look at that, up to 123. I love you guys. Now we're going to cut up our bread. And maybe I'll pull the wrapper out, and I'll show you guys what it looks like so you can buy it. I couldn't find it at Acme. I couldn't find it at ShopRite. I've only found it at Walmart, and it was $2.50. So definitely check your Walmart. Ask your grocery dude. Alright, we're going to cut it up with our pizza cutter, and then I'll flip you around and show you what they look like. Now we season both sides with Pam, and I'm doing Old Bay since we're making the crab rangoon dip. Now I'm going to come this way. And then we're going to go back and read. I see we have tons of comments. I love it. I hate when I can't communicate with you guys. It's shitty. And you hear in the background all that, no, Joe's playing his video game. He's playing Resident Evil, and he's killing zombies. Lovely. Where's my pan? We're going to slide it right onto our pan. This is parchment paper, not wax paper. Now let me spread them out and I'll flip you. And then while these are cooking, I'll go back and read some of the comments. We can shoot the shit because when these are done, we're going to roll into our crab rangoon dip. So just let me get these settled in the oven and we can go over a few things. You just want to separate them. Sometimes the pizza cutter doesn't go all the way through. Excuse me. Okay, here, let me flip you around and then we're going to put them in the oven, okay? Oh, wow, it didn't flip. Hi. See? So we did Pam both sides, a little bit of Old Bay seasoning. Because we're doing the crab dip, you can use any kind of seasoning that you'd like. Now it's going to go in our oven, which is preheated at 350 degrees. And we're going to watch them because they are going to go from almost done. You're going to want to pop them in, and then they're fucked and they're burnt. So we're going to watch this. Right now it is 12:01. We're going to put them in the oven and read some of these comments. Okay, now they're in our oven. Let's see. We have so many people watching. I enjoy it. You guys are amazing. 133 people. Oh my goodness, I think it's my biggest yet. Wow, I already read all these comments. Wow, you guys are awesome. Okay, I left off at Pam. She caught me live. Again, check above the like button. It should say notify me when Nicole is live. So whatever device or tablet that you're using, look for that notification. Lizzie, Kathy, Renee, Brenda, Kate, Cheryl, Diane, Amber, Cynthia, Nikki, Elena, Tanya, Cheryl, Cassie, Michelle, Jenny, Amber, Monique. I know Richard is on here. Carla. Why do you cut them first? I don't know. Because Kathy told me to. I don't know, Kate. If you do it whole, you can break them up and put them in a food processor and they make amazing breadcrumbs. Richard is in love with those breadcrumbs. So if you cook it whole, a little bit of olive oil on both sides, and then break it up with your hands, throw it in your food processor machine, it's amazing breadcrumbs, really. Walmart doesn't have it, Cheryl. Well, PM me your address. I'll mail you some from my Walmart. Not a problem. We got you covered. What's the difference between parchment and wax? Well, when I use wax, Tiffany, it burns. Like the edges get really brown and my oven smokes and it stinks. So I just use parchment. Maybe you can use wax. It didn't work for me. Hi, Miss Edna. Good morning, Sunshine Jen. Karen can't hear me. I don't know why. It looks like everyone else can. I'm sorry, Karen. Grace, what am I making? We are making lavish bread chips and crab rangoon dip. We have our chips in the oven right now. Oh, thanks, Kate. I try. She said I'm so real. I have 7 people that want to join live. 8 people that want to join live. It doesn't let me add everybody. Can I use it as a batter for my fish? Yes, you can. We've also made, well, I had to stop the video because it's when Daddy was taken to the hospital, but I made, with the lavish breadcrumbs, buffalo chicken mozzarella sticks, and they came out amazing. So yes, it would be great with chicken parm, it would be great with fish, it would be great on vegetables, zucchini, fried zucchini, it would work very well. Hi April, love you! And April Felton made the broccoli cheese soup. Here we go. Frida says wax paper will have wax that will get on your food. The parchment paper won't affect the taste. Alright, Amy, what's the bread? I already threw the wrapper away, so I'm going to be a garbage picker for 2 seconds. Here we go. Luckily, it was right on top. It is Joseph's Lavish bread. They also have pitas. I will flip you around. Let me get it nice and flat here, okay? Here, we'll show you. Joseph's Lavish bread. Very good. You can use it for wraps. You can use it for pizza. You can make chips out of it, which is the only thing I've ever used it for. It's really, really good. We're going to flip you around. Here's the back for those of you that asked. There's only 4 carbs and a half of one, so it's pretty damn good. And I think it's going to go great with the crab ragoon dip. So, Cheryl made our shrimp dip. That's awesome. I'm glad you liked it. Amber too. She said pizza is really good with the lavish bread. I've yet to make the pizza, so I know Richard loves it. And everyone give a shout out to my mama, because my mama just tuned in. So hi, Ms. Don Damiano, my mommy. I love you. I'm glad that you have a day off and that you're relaxing. Let's see what Beverly says. Can you post the crab ragoon dip recipe? I always use the lavish from Walmart for everything. Oh, okay. Yeah, I will show it. I did tweak it because you guys know me. I can't just follow a recipe. Remember, our chips are in the oven, so let's take a gander. Okay, they're good. Here's the recipe, but you're going to see where I wrote on it that I made changes. So here, let's look. So it's low-carb crab ragoon dip, 8 ounces of cream cheese. It says 2 6-ounce cans of crab meat. I use 2 8-ounce, 1/4 cup of sour cream, shredded mozzarella. It said garlic paste. I do not have that, so I'm using crushed garlic. 2 green onions I sliced thin. Worcestershire, hot sauce, and pepper. I am adding Old Bay, so I will not be using salt. Mix it all together, throw it in a pan, and bake it. So, and here's the crab that I used. It was on sale at my ShopRite, so that's what I used. That's why it was 2 8-ounce cans. And naturally, 0 carbs. Mama, look at everybody saying hi to you. So we're going to just shoot the shit for a second because we want our chips done because I need the oven at 350 for the crab dip. So I want to get this done and then we're going to roll into prepping our crab dip. So they look okay. I'm going to put you down on the coffee pot and I'll show you what they look like. Now, like I said, they can go from very light brown to holy shit, I burnt them in 2 seconds. So I'm going to flip you around before I flip them over so you guys can see. See now, some of these on the edges here, these are done. You can see how nice light brown they are. Some of these are still pliable. See how they're soft? You don't want that. So you want to flip them over. So I'm going to flip you around, and I'm going to take some of the ones that are done on the edges, and then I'm going to move the ones on the center out to the edge. Makes sense, right? So let's move some of these out of the way. And again, we sprinkled Old Bay on these since we're making the crab ragoon dip. We're going to move some of the innards to the out. Probably 3 minutes we'll be done and we'll get cracking on our crab. And later on, for my Greg, he requested ham and cheese Hot Pockets that we're going to make with fathead dough. I've done it before as one big, kind of like my mom and my dad make this, we call it meat bread. And you get dough and you stuff it with pepperoni, cheese, ham, capicola, prosciutto, whatever you want. Fold it up and you have like this big meat bread that you bake. That's what we're making with ham and cheese. Again, it's for Greg. And we're going to make little ones, just like Hot Pockets. So now I'm going to put this back in the oven just to finish them off, because some of them are still soft. Just a few minutes, and then we're going to start our crab. I want one thing done before I start the other one. Oh, let's see, like a big tortilla. Yes, it is. You don't have crab. Can I use tuna or salmon? Absolutely. Use shrimp. Why not shrimp? That'll work. Scallops. You can use all kinds of stuff. Be creative. Timothy, I've started watching you back in September and used a lot of your recipes. I was 320 pounds. I weighed in yesterday and now I'm 260. Fucking awesome, Tim. That is amazing. I'm so proud of you. Keep it up. I'm glad that you like the page. Tanya said you rock. The Lavish Tap Christy is at 350. Dan, I'm not even acknowledging you. What do you want? I'm making lavish chips. I'm making crab ragoon dip. Dan wants something special. Grace said she loves everybody. How about let's put our stuff in the bowl while our chips are finishing. So, in our bowl for our crab ragoon dip, which I'm going to put in the comments, I will take a picture of it and I'll put it in the comments. Just let me clean my kitchen and then we're going to go forward. In our bowl, I have 8 ounces of cream cheese. Here is our crab that we're going to be using. It called for 2 6-ounce cans. I used 2 8-ounce. Why not have extra crab? Throw it right in. And it's a really easy recipe because you just mix everything up and throw it in the oven. Bet you it'll be good on fish too. 1 cup of mozzarella cheese. Right in. I had 2 scallions that I chopped up. Right in. And our 1/4 cup of sour cream. Make sure we get all this goodness out of here, and as soon as I do this, I'm going to go pull those chips out. I don't want them to burn. Like I said, they can go from almost done to really dark in a few minutes. Okay, so there's our sour cream. Give me 2 seconds, I'm just going to pull them right out of the oven. Yeah, perfect. Alright, pulled those babies out of the oven. The recipe also calls for a dash of hot sauce. We're using Frank's Red's Hot because we put that shit on everything. Richard, you hear his game? You hear all the zombies dying, right? So I put about a teaspoon of hot sauce in there. It also calls for a teaspoon of Worcestershire. So we're going to put that in there. Worcestershire, Worcestershire, whatever the hell you say it. And it called for garlic paste. I don't have that. I would never buy it. So I'm using the good old jarred chopped garlic. And I'm going to use a lot of it because I like garlic. So here we go. 2 tablespoons. 2 heaping tablespoons, I should say. See? Yummy. And I figured I don't want to use salt and pepper, so I'm going to use some pepper, and I'm going to put some Old Bay in here. Old Bay is awesome with fish, chicken, crab, those lavish bread chips. I mean, the Old Bay is amazing. So we're going to put some of that in here. You know what? I think I'm going to open this one because it doesn't come out right. Okay, good enough. Now we're going to get out our handy dandy hand mixer and we're going to mush everything together. Then we're going to put it in our pan and I'll go back and see what you all are saying. We have tons of comments. We have 145 people watching. It's the biggest video yet. You guys are awesome. I want you all to try this. I want you to look back in the files. I want you to check the YouTube. I want you to check the videos on here. They're out, Mom. Look. Mommy said to check my chips. See how she watches out for her baby girl. They're all done. I pulled them out.
Why?
They're perfect. Now we're going to mix this up. And I figured I'd use the hand mixer because who is really going to fight with cream cheese? So we're going to give it a good mix here. Alright, we just want it all mixed together. We don't want no clumps of cream cheese. Oh yeah, it's smelling good. It looks good. Look at that. I'm betting, too, if you form these into patties, and remember how we talked earlier, if you take 1 piece of lavish bread and throw it in the oven, then break it up in your food processor for breadcrumbs, you got yourself a banging crab cake here. That's what I'm talking about, thinking outside of the box. That's perfect. There we go. We're all mixed. Let me bang out my mixers here. Now I'm going to give it a quick mix with my spatula just to make sure everything's incorporated. Hi, Kathy. Where did I find the bowls? Ma, you bought me these. Where did you find them? The ones with the rubber so it doesn't stick. My mama got them for me. Then the recipe says to lay this in a small baking dish. What the hell do they mean, small baking dish? So I'm using a pie plate. Should be good. Let's see what Kate said. What made you decide to do these live? Do you realize how much of a difference you're making to your viewers? You're a star. Kate, I love it. And I always posted pictures of the food I made, and I'm not computer savvy. I never knew that I could do this. So one day I saw the live thing and I said, what the hell? And I did sushi outside in the summer live, and it sucked. And everyone said I did great, but the camera was foggy, it kept falling over, and people ate it up. So from there, I just started doing the live feeds. I appreciate your kind words. Thank you. That means a lot. And Mommy said she got the bowls at Bed Bath & Beyond. They have the non-stick here. I love these bowls. There's 3 sizes. Now I'm going to lay this out in my pie dish. I did spray it with Pam. Okay, now I'm just going to spread it around. And I am going to sprinkle a little bit of Old Bay on top because why not? Okay. Wow, I'm glad I used the extra crab. Don't do the 6 ounce like the recipe calls for. Do the 8 like I said. You're going to want more crab. Why do you want all that filler and all that cream? And you want the good stuff. And there is nothing raw in here. And I just love when people tell me I shouldn't lick the spoon in my own house and in my own videos. So you know what we're going to do? Lick the spoon. That is good. It's only us eating it, so. And if my mom and dad want some. Now I'm going to put a little bit of Old Bay on top. Wow, that is good, guys. You can eat this cold. Like a crab salad. Now, you want to see it? You helped me make it, so let's look at it. See? Now we're going to put it in the oven at 350 for 20 minutes, and we are going to have ourselves some hot crab ragoon dip with lavash bread crackers. So let me pop it in the oven. We'll come back. I see we have a few more things here. Lots more people watching. Wow, it's heavy. I'll be back. In the oven, and it is 12:16. So 20 minutes. Let's take a minute and shoot the shit. Mary! Hello, Miss Mary. How are you? Mary is kicking ass with her diabetes. Yes, honey. Okay, she wants a cheese turkey and salami sandwich, so I will get on that. Thank you, Charlotte. I love you too, Amber. You can get those bowls at Ross too, someone else said. Hand mixer's a lifesaver. Yes, even for shredding the chicken. There you go, Alan. You know what I did? I did frozen chicken breast in the Instapot, 20 minutes with a half a cup of chicken broth. When it's done, take the lid off, put your hand mixer in. You have shredded chicken. Mix some with hot sauce, mix some with barbecue, have some in soup or cauliflower rice. It's a lifesaver, you're right. Everyone's asking about the YouTube videos. I do, I try to share it on the page. Joy, Brenda, Christina, Richard, the other admins, Amy, they all share it too. It's Nikki's Low Carb Cooking. I primarily do my feeds on here though. I'm not looking to make a buck. I mean, everyone said do YouTube because it'll make something. It really hasn't. I prefer to do it here and talk to the people that made it is what it is. So I prefer to do them on here, and then after the videos are done on Facebook, I upload them to the YouTube channel. So everything you want is on the page. Check the videos. We're here all the time. Let's see what Haley says. When I was younger, I was always nervous to bake. Now I just go for it. You can always change recipes to your liking. Be brave and try new things. Exactly. If it tastes like shit, do it differently next time. For those of you who can't cook, you can. Practice makes perfect. Well, not perfect, but better. Absolutely right. I agree with her 100%, and that's why I do this. Monique, can mash the minced garlic to me. Oh, that's true. I didn't think of that. I could have mashed my garlic and made it paste, but I just threw the garlic in. Grace, you've just inspired me to start keto again. I get so frustrated because I'm not losing the weight. Go buy panties, cute pair of pants, a sexy dress, lingerie for your man or your woman, whatever. We're all different here. And try it on every week. I'm telling you, just because that scale ain't moving doesn't mean you're not losing inches. I've been there. I've done that. I've been stalled. You will get it. The Lavish Bread, Amazon, Walmart, some Acme's have it, some ShopRites have it. Definitely look. It's by the pitas and the wraps. You know, Jennifer, I thought of that. The crab dip would be good in the fathead dough. I thought of making the fathead dough and layering it in there and folding the pieces up so you have, you know how they make cheese bread? This would be like a crab dip. That's a great idea. Great minds think alike. So, am I able to change this to be able to share it? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Justin. I don't think you can share the videos. You're better off copy and pasting the link from YouTube because this is a closed group. We only confide in each other. Outsiders cannot see what we talk about. Some people are uncomfortable with pictures. So everything on this page is strictly on this page. But you can definitely go to the YouTube and copy the videos of me cooking. Brenda has Victoria's Secret panties in a medium that she's going to get into. Speaking of medium, remember the pants I shared the other day when I got my unicorn onesie from Christina? I laid them all out and showed the different sizes. Look what I'm wearing today. Look. Let me set you up here. Look. Size small. Aren't they cute? Woo woo. And my butt shrunk. Ha ha. So you can all get there. And the scale didn't move for a long time. But I'm in size small pants. Oh, go figure. So guys, Winn-Dixie has Lavish Bread too. We don't have one of those here, but you all do down south. Alright guys, I'm going to let that cook for 20 minutes. I'm going to come on when it's done. We're going to look it over, and then later on, as promised for my Greg, we're going to make ham and cheese pockets with fathead dough. So I'll update you on that. Hopefully I'm not late again. So enjoy your Sunday. Love you, Elena. And I love you all. Not just Elena. I love you all. Have a great day. We'll be back shortly. Enjoy.